Yeah, I'm just going to call it the Flintstone bench. Hey guys, today I'll be building this live edge dovetail timber bench using these timbers a buddy of mine had left over from one of his projects. These cutoffs were about to be firewood, so of course I had to save them. This project was a bit challenging for a few reasons. One, I didn't plane the lumber, which meant I had to work with the cupping and inconsistencies of each piece. And when trying to dovetail two pieces together that are asymmetrical, well, let's just say the air was thick. And the second reason for my difficulty with this project was just a lack of experience with this type of joint. Each of these scrap timbers were about 60 inches long by 12 inches wide. They all had considerable cracking at each end. And here I'm just cutting off the cracked end pieces and cutting two lengths at 18 inches each. These will make up the two leg members of the bench. Now for the seating on this bench, I did want a natural live edge, and out of all the pieces I had, only one had that natural live edge on it. Once I squared off the two ends, I was left with a 36-inch piece, so the overall length for this bench is only going to be that length. With the dovetail cut out of the two ends of the seating piece, I can now set it on top of the two leg pieces and transfer the shape onto the legs. To cut out the middle section of the leg members, I'm going to cheat just a little bit by using a multi-tool, going as deep as I can, and then using a chisel to break out the pieces until I get all the way through. The first leg went together rather smooth, however the second leg was a bit tighter. I had to use some clamps to help snug it into place. Thankfully nothing cracked and I was able to unassemble it, add some glue, and then clamp it up and let it set for the day. Now it's time for the best part of all. I'm using a flap disc on a grinder to imitate the live edges, and there's really no rules at this point. It's more like sculpting the piece to whatever you like. These flap discs can really eat into the material in no time at all, and that comes with a lot of dust, so doing this step outside is probably a good idea, as well as wearing a mask and eye protection. Once I get it to the point where I'm happy with it, then I can switch over to an orbital sander or a palm sander with about 120 grit sandpaper to smooth out all the rough areas caused by the flap disc. To finish off this project, I'm using a medium brown stain by Minwax that I had laying around from something else. I'm applying 2 coats of this stain just to get it a little bit darker. Once it's all dry, I'll haul it back into the shop where there's a little less dust flying around in the air, and from there I'll apply 2 coats of clear varathane. Well, here it is guys, finished product. I think it turned out okay. It's got a bit of an ugly factor to it, but I'm still glad I attempted it. I always wanted to try dovetail joints on timbers like this, and it was a small project and I think it turned out pretty good. And I'm sure we'll find a use for it. Thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet and you want to follow along with DIY projects and home improvement, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.